thought that was Ravens, man. I thought that was Ravens. What
It
is it?
is Ravens. It
We'd
is
like,
Ravens,
I
man.
can't see it. What the
we'd
hell?
like to welcome you to Late Night with Donnie Glover with my
Okay.
main man Frank, a team, AJ, B More. How y'all?
We good, man. How you doing? This is late night, right? I want to make sure this
Bless,
is
brother.
late.
Bless. Blessings.
Hey, Donnie, I want to make sure this is late night, right? This is we cool, right?
Yes,
Okay, good. Grown man talk tonight.
yes, yes,
so,
yes.
so what? Who's this guy? What do he do? I don't. I'm not familiar. Please tell me.
Uh, Introduce yourself, AJ.
I team Lee, Baltimore native, Baltimore City College graduate, Morgan State attendee. Been doing graphics, art, and silkscreen embroidery type stuff since I was 16 when I was playing football at City College.
That's funny.
Um, Grew up in the gifted and talented program most of my life,
Okay.
which is where my passion comes from. I'm an electrician by trade,
Okay.
um, and 20 years come circle, I am still doing art and clothes and T-shirts. And my man Donnie, he pulled me in 20 years ago when he first met me, and I was doing the Be More brand, being more optimistic and righteously endowed.
Mhm.
And I just thought it was a good idea to reach back out to Donnie because I saw that he was still doing his thing with Be More News. And Donnie, he said, Donnie told me, he said, kid, it's our time. We still got it. And I'm just following his lead. So I've seen your face before. I generally know that you've been involved in a lot of music and radio.
Just a
Uh,
little.
I've always kind of looked at you from a distance when I saw you, like, man, I need to get with that guy.
Okay.
Had no idea you would be here tonight. I was actually on a radio show sitting by with Rennie Bass, and yourself one day.
Hmm.
And I'm just happy to be here, man, and take advantage of the opportunities that God presents for us right now.
Frank, this is his gear.
Okay. Okay.
Being more optimistic and righteously endowed. That's when we met back in '02 when I first launched Be More News.
Oh, that's okay. That's good. That's good stuff. It's funny. I'm sitting there with one of my best friends, and he's printing me some. I just launched this new company. It's a lead inspection company, and we all try to have. My wife tries to make sure I stay focused and very vigilant, and having 5 streams of income. So I started this new company. So my one of my best friends, like, he got all this print shit stuff down here. Can I say shit?
We prefer not to.
This ain't late night, nigga. This ain't really late night. Late night, we talk like we want.
Certainly not the N word.
I thought this was Jimmy Kimmel, man.
That's what I'm saying. This is late night, bro. But yeah. So in the instance, my man Nutty P, he's got a whole bunch of print stuff over here. So he's put me together some really cool stuff. Some really cool stuff. So yeah, that's what we're doing too.
So,
But for
so
people out there that don't know who I am, I'm Frank Johnson. Let me he introduced himself. Can I have a second to introduce myself, Donnie?
well, I was just gonna give you a little build up.
Oh, go ahead. Let's go. And 3, 2, 1.
So, a team, when me and this cat first met, it was a clash.
That was it.
Well, long story short,
Yeah, when we first met, we did not like each other. I don't know what the fuck it was, but we did not like each other. And it wasn't because we did anything to each other. To warrant that, it was just a clash of egos. And this motherfucker was King Big Nuts. And I'm sorry, excuse me. And I was King Big, you know what I mean? And in reality was we just ain't, I don't know, we didn't gel. And I'm not sure how it happened, but at some point we
there
came
was some
back to
intermediaries.
Larry Lancaster.
Larry Lancaster, Stephen Wise.
Right. That for however mediated it, and we became like the greatest friends.
Well, you started building
I
WPB.
consider Donnie one of my best friends.
And,
Absolutely.
his mama can cook. Don't forget his mama.
My mama don't play around, bruh. I can't. Listen. My favorite times of the year are holidays because she loves to cook. Although I can call my mother and say, "Mom, can you make me some smothered steak and some rice and some greens or whatever," and she'll cook it up in 2 seconds, and it'll be there when I get there and enough to eat for 2, 3 days. I don't know why she cooks so much when I asked her to cook, but my mother just likes to cook. So,
Hey,
So
I can relate, man. One thing that I've learned about some of the truest soldiers is that we're mama's boys.
Yeah, I love my moms, bro.
Yeah,
My
my
mom.
mom knows
When you say
everything,
put
bro.
it, listen. When you say put it all on the line,
Yes,
my
sir.
mother put it all on the line for
No
her
question.
kids. And to be quite clear with you, as a child growing up, I never heard my mother ever say "I love you," ever, ever. So when I got older, I started saying, "I know why my mother never said I love you. Why my mother never said I love you?" And I said, "I'm going to start saying I love you to her every time I talk to her." And she starts saying I love you. So now she says I love you. I love you. I love you, Tuki. I love you, Tuki. Tuki is my nickname. I love you, Tuki. I love you. So sometimes we have to.
so can I finish my intro?
Oh, I thought you was done. The hell, man. This is late night. Don't make
We
me.
went on to build what I think was one of the best internet radio stations in Baltimore. And it was a great family of people, some of whom I'm still in touch with today. But more than that, Frank is the one that got me my national TV debut on the Roland Martin show?
Roland Martin show. That's right.
And
TV.
Jeff Johnson was the co-host, was the guest host that day.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and I mentioned him in the book, in the first book.
Yeah. But we came to be amazing friends, man, mentors to each other, and he probably thinks I'm more of a mentor to him than he is to me, but he's absolutely a mentor to me and just
That's right. Yeah.
some real life coach.
Donnie is as arrogant as he may seem to some people. He's very humble.
He don't seem he is. What the fuck? That's what happens. But that's what happens when you're special, though, man. People don't.
Yeah, it's confidence, bro. It's not arrogance.
It's a confidence. You said it right. You said it right.
Do you think Michael Jordan ever thought he might hit the shot? Hell no. He knew it was going in.
Right. Right. It's a bit of confidence you have to have in yourself just to navigate life in general. So, I got a question for y'all though. We can get off all this bullshit, but for people, listen, I'm Frank Johnson. I'm from Baltimore, born and raised. I've probably been in the music. I've been in the music business for well over 25 years. I just say 25 years to put it lightly. I'm 54 years old. So, I was blessed to, at a very young age, I don't know what God gave me or he instilled in me, but it was ambition is all I can call it. And it allowed me to navigate through. And I always tell people this, there's nothing in life that I haven't had. I don't have a mansion. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have any of that, but it's nothing in life I've never had that I wanted for. And I owe that to my God. And it's really simple, but I've been around the world. I've toured with D'Angelo and amazing, incredible artists. I've Jay-Z was my boss at Def Jam.
Hey, do the Jay-Z story in the elevator. Give me the elevator story.
You'll read it in my book.
No. Come on, give me the impression, man. Give me the impression. The elevator story.
It probably wouldn't make sense to people though. But any instance, me and Jay-Z was, I was coming from lunch. I worked at Def Jam. I was in New York. Jay-Z was the president. And Jay-Z, not that he would have to say anything to me or want to say anything to me. I just never really looked at it like, Jay-Z just he doing his thing. He's Hove. He's F he is. And I just never imagined we would have any kind of conversations. So, I was getting on the elevator, coming from lunch, coming back into the building. I jumped on the elevator. Next thing I know, somebody grabbed the elevator to open the doors back up so they can get on. And it was Jay-Z and Tata and I think some other guy. I can't remember who that was. Oh no, it was his A&R guy, Jay. So I'm standing there, I'm looking at my media base, which is how we detect how many spins our records have. I'm going through the whole, I'm bypassing my story. But I worked radio. So in radio, you had to acquire a certain amount of spins. Each time your record plays, it's contributed to an audience. So our motivation is to get as many spins as we can at peak time in heavy rotations to move our records up the chart. In any instance, I got on the elevator. I'm looking at my media base, like trying to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, all right, who I got to call to play this record, this Rihanna record and this Young Jeezy record, and a couple of other records. And he gets on the elevator and he says, "Yo, what's up?" I say, "Whoa, what's up, Ho?" Just like that, like, "What's up, Ho?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" And not that I was groupie or starstruck, but it was just, some things things can happen in life, but you don't consider it sometimes. So in the instance, I was like, "What's up?" I look back down at my paper. He said, "What you doing?" Like, conversation. I says, "Dude, I'm just looking through these priorities, trying to figure out what records we got to do, what we got to do to get these records popping." He said, "Oh, that's easy." And he took the paper from me and he did this. And he said, "There you go." So, not that he simplified it for me, but the fact that he even took the time to say, not talk to your senior VP who I pay or your VP who I pay. I'm just letting you know what's on my mind.
Right.
So, it was a really rewarding experience just to be able to, sit alongside people like that and just have a little brief conversation, because those are moments that, a lot of people in life don't get to enjoy, who are doing the same things, or see who are doing the same thing, trying to do the same thing I do. All I have to say to them is, you really have to believe, if it's what you want to do, you have to believe that it can happen, because it absolutely positively can. And I say this to, all of these kids running around in Baltimore doing whatever you're doing, and not in a negative way, but whatever you're doing, focus. You guys have the power, you have the energy, you have the youth, you have the strength. You are our legacies. So you have to grab the torch and run with it. We have so many incredible, talented people and kids in Baltimore. Just this whole new generation of kids coming up. They're so inspired to just know, to be a part of it. Like, I've never really seen it before. Well, probably when I was like 17, 18, 15, which drove me. But in this day and age, after the crack epidemic and, fucking up our cities and our African American and our Black communities,
Yes.
I feel it finally kind of trying to come together, but they don't know. So we have to figure out how to teach them, how to make them comfortable, to be quite honest with you, because most of them really grew up with what? No parents,
Nothing. No
broken
guys.
families and things like that. So they never had, that's what I love about my boy Nutty P. Sitting here, man. He brings in these little kids from Emerson Village, and that's where I am now. He brings in the kids from Emerson Village, these young boys out here doing whatever they're doing, and try to instill some sense into their head. And our kids are excited mostly about what?
Music.
Music. So that's the way we get to it. Why don't we have more music in the schools? Why don't we have more music initiatives or arts and entertainment initiatives that really are impactful to kids in the schools, so that they can want to go to school? They can want to have a reason to go to school. Imagine if you had a print shop in all that you do up in the school, and you showing them how to print T-shirts and so forth, and even saying, "You like what you're doing? Okay, well, let's start a clothing line. You can sell it. You donate a percentage back to the school, or whatever that fund is, or whatever the club is, or whatever that is, and then you take a percentage for yourself and buy yourself a pair of sneakers or something, or whatever. You
Right.
know, just as a reward for just their ambition to want to be. You know." So I just but in any instance, I was just blessed, man, to travel the world and to do the things I do, and at 54 years old, still doing it, still working for great artists like Megan Thee Stallion and Fetty Wap, and artists like that, and even more than that, gratifying that a amazing, incredible friend of mine like Kevin Liles would, for the past 25 plus years, continue to make sure I'm okay and doing something that I love to do. So yeah, I'm excited about it, man. I'm excited about where I am, and I at this point, I really want to figure out a way to motivate these kids. I have not figured that out for the last 5 or 7 years I've been back here, and I really want to figure out a way to motivate these kids. And I really just think it's really through music, because that's what heals them. It heals them.
So are you back here now, Frank?
I move around, but I live here.
So Donnie can connect us.
Oh yeah, or you can connect me. You can DM me or inbox me when we get off this.
10-4.
Yeah, yeah. Hey sir, how you doing? Who's that, Donnie?
What's up, big bro?
How you doing, sir? Who is that? Stephen Wise.
Stephen Wise.
Stephen Wise. That's funny. That's funny as shit. Donnie's incredible. Mm-hmm. Stephen, I've been thinking about you, man.
How you been, Frank?
I've been amazing. Married and shit. COVID
I saw.
marriage,
Congratulations, man.
COVID love, COVID marriage. The funniest shit is I met my wife. I see. I unfortunately, well, in any instance, after a year of being single, I DM'd my wife, who's now, right? And I told her, you're destined to be mine. So probably about 30 days later, she never hit me back. Maybe about, maybe 20, maybe 2-3 weeks later, she hit me back. And she DM'd me back, and we went back and forth on DM. And she would never come see me because I wasn't really going. I'm not a guy to hang out a lot unless I have to. So we went to dinner on February 13th, first time we met. We were supposed to go out on Valentine's Day, but I stood her up because I had to other obligations. So she was sad about that, but she was working on a movie and she was looking for a song for her movie, the soundtrack to her movie. And she sent me some music and said, what do you think about this? And I said, that sucks. I said, I wouldn't put that shit on my movie. So I said, I'll work on something for you. She said, really? She said, you do music? I said, yes. She says, I love music. You mind if I come over with you to write? I was like, that's interesting. Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. So she came over, and I swear to you, she hasn't left since, and we're married. This was
all right,
This was February.
Okay, that's a touching love story, Frank. But I gotta, this is a family bond. Stephen, did you go to Poly?
I was there. That was all.
Hold up, Frank.
Stop everything. Don't mention that word no more.
What word?
We catch feelings over here. Stephen, you went to City?
City.
No, he didn't go to City. He graduated. It's a difference.
Wow.
I actually met Frank at City.
Stephen, how's the tailoring business going?
It's been interesting. I got to catch up on everything. It's been interesting. The team's been around with me the past few months. He and I reconnected during COVID, so it's been interesting. It's slowed down a whole lot because of COVID, but I mean, it's still couples coming through like a team and others. So I'm not complaining. I mean, I eat every day.
It seems like it would be even more plentiful to me because people are sitting around, so they think about things they need to get done, fixed. I don't know. It might be a marketing thing, man.
Yeah, I think that too. And then, but like the things I was doing was like special events outfits, and there's nowhere to go right now.
Oh, okay.
And then my price point, I'm not the cheapest guy in the room, so it's like you forever. So I'm not $100 guy. So kind of thing, it's $500 or better starting. So there's nowhere to go. There's no events to go, somewhere to show up for. Where I get $1,000 seat. So just the marketing, like just the marketing of it, But I've been doing some manufacturing for a team, so we're doing that and so other stuff. I just have a few customers wanting to order things, and so it's been okay. It's okay. So I'm not complaining at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if $1,000 is the smartest thing to do at this time. I got a question for the room, though. Oh my God, I got a question for the room. How does the energy feel now that Biden's in office?
Who wants to start that one off? Huh?
I'm waiting.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to hear Donnie. I want to hear Donnie first.
We need accountability. We
Say it again.
I said we need accountability. All of that nice, feely, emotional, touchy stuff. All of that's nice, but that don't get that don't pay the bills. Yeah.
Because of
my audio
off of people running up into the Capitol and so forth. You don't think that's necessary? That we need love for a minute. We need some kumbaya for a minute. We need to, try to bring it all back together. I mean, I think he's positioned.
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
No, I'm saying I'm suggesting from just what I see and what I think. I think he's positioned pretty well with us having the House and the Senate. I mean, I don't know. I think he'll get some things done. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he won't, but I'm saying I'm not confused as to the racial climate in America.
You say you're not.
I don't think anything has changed racists from being racist at all. That's like an abuser. Just because you put the abuser out of the house don't mean he stopped being an abuser.
Supremacist, Donnie. It's not racism that's the issue, it's supremacy.
Huh?
It's not racism that's the issue. The supremacy is the issue.
Yeah. Or the perceived supremacy. I don't see anybody as supreme over me.
It don't matter what you think. What matters is what the people in control thinks. That's how they think.
Mm.
Well, I'm excited. I feel excited and refreshed that there's a different tone right now that's at least hopefully encouraging people that, you know, it's especially those who are not as fortunate to feel some type of relief that maybe there's somebody there that's going to think about them.
See, let me remind you, Frank, South Carolina saved this guy from losing the race. And Georgia was absolutely
tight. I realize
and so
tight.
Can I finish?
Yes.
They must, black people must be paid off the top because we've been at the back for too long. We must get paid off the top now, including mass incarceration, money for black businesses, money for the inner cities. We need it now.
So in that I agree with you, right? I think a lot of reparations are necessary. I mean, I don't know why Trump didn't get it done in office, but I mean, you know
what I can appreciate.
Listen. You said something very, very that makes absolute sense and very important. There has to be accountability. There has to be accountability, but we vote him in office, and you know, at the end of the day, how do we change it from here? That's the question.
Yeah.
I mean, we went out to the polls in droves to vote him in. So how do we change that narrative right now?
Stephen, you want to touch that?
I just think that it's a sense of expectation in the air. That's what I think.
Anyway, you can sit still, put that phone down.
I'm trying to hook it up now.
Okay, well, we'll pull you back when you're ready. Frank.
Yes.
The team, how about you?
I think if you look back at the historical data, it doesn't really make sense to expect Biden to be but so different. I mean, I know we're in a different climate. I'm excited about Kamala Harris.
Okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't when I was talking about the tone of the country. I wasn't just talking about Biden. I was speaking about the new administration that's in, how it's shaping.
As a whole,
I think it could be a lot more African Americans in there as well. Mixed could be mixed in there. I hope he's increased the power, but we do have an African American woman.
I'm excited about Kamala Harris, and I'm excited about what the female contribution to this country, specifically the black female contribution, because the reality is, as black men, we are so heavily targeted that without our sisters, we can't make the impact that we have the ability to make. So I'm just listening and I'm watching. You know, I'm not a political guy, but I am paying attention.
We need money. Our businesses need money. We need resources now. And we've always been at the back of the bus.
Our communities need money. That's for sure. Uh-oh, Stefan's back.
Yeah, I lost it. I don't know what happened.
We need that transition music. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Stefan, you look like you're sitting like way in the forest somewhere.
I'm trying to get it closer.
Donnie?
Look like you're about to.
I have another meeting that's starting at 9:30.
Well, thank you for joining us, big brother. This is all a Frank Johnson production.
Listen, I just told Donnie he should go late night for about 30 minutes a night and just, you know, cut up, have some fun, just talk about some various things. You know, late night, people usually home chilling, and I thought that made for great TV, great late night TV. Because that's what he puts in mind of a late night talk show host, for sure.
Frank, I'll be in touch soon, brother. Okay.
Right, man. Great.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Great speaking with you, AJ. Okay. Now we got the moving man. Hey, moving man.
I'm gonna keep the phone still, so because I'm where I have it anchored that is kind of far away, so I'll just hold it.
Step in. So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What have you learned? What have you realized during this whole COVID and lock-in when you're sitting alone and you are, just pretty much stuck like the rest of us? What have you realized anything about yourself?
Yeah. A lot is Hey Donnie, I think you got. I'm paused. I can't. It's no movement on my end. I think you guys can hear me, but
Sound great.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Next
Okay.
time you get a stationary position, man. They've been doing Zoom for months now. Can't believe you don't have a home set up.
Yeah. Actually, I don't really feel like going downstairs to the kitchen area, so I just So all that being said, though, I guess I should do that. To answer your question, Frank, I really learned the power of pivoting. Power of pivoting. Not being uncomfortable, like being okay, being uncomfortable, and being in that. I've also learned, like, I had to kind of restructure the entire business. And I've been doing it. Frank, you've known me for a long time now, over 20 years. I kind of forgot what I did or how I really kind of built a business. I had to kind of rebuild the business during COVID, and it's been so much fun and enjoyable. Because I've had to do it from kind of scratch versus from a reference point of I'm Stephanie, I had a store, right, a few stores, or ... Just kind of starting from scratch. And that was actually, I think probably the best part of this to me was how to build something from scratch and then watching your progress versus they kind of just doing it. You just kind of like do it. You forgot what you did to do it to get there. You just keep doing this. You just keep doing stuff, not really tracking what you're really doing. Just kind of always moving, but not really progress. So during COVID, I think we kind of just moving and progressing too, not just moving, but just be moving. So just those things. This is like really I'm learning business a lot more. Learning about the importance of being a real business person, like a real business, not just I'm an entrepreneur because it sounds good or it's romanticized or it's the popular thing to do. We're really getting to what business really is, what it really means, what that looks like. So that's when it kind of like been my COVID experiences. Being grateful I got a place to live and I eat every day.
Right.
Because some folks aren't doing that. Seeing folks in industries that I've worked in being completely like walked out. And I'm just able to kind of keep things going and pay people. I'm so grateful. So those things, frankly.
Okay. All right.
And then what's next?
Have you seen money going to small black businesses?
Say again. Have you seen what?
Stephen, have you seen COVID relief money going to small black businesses?
Just some, not to all. And I think part of that too is that I know with me, I'm guilty of this is not having all my ducks in a row. Not saying that everybody who get her ducks in a row didn't got a check, but the importance of really, like I said, earlier, saying with Frank about having your business really structured and set up the right way, so that way, if the money can flow your direction, you have the necessary tools in place to make it come your direction. Versus,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, I'm saying that versus just saying I should get it because I'm black, but you can say I'm black plus I got tax returns. I've done things right business wise. Not just a guarantee, but just saying that you got a chance to say that I've got my ass covered.
Right. You got your business in order.
Got it in order.
I know quite a few black-owned independent businesses that got relief during the COVID. One of my friends got 80,000. One of my friends got 30,000. One of my friends got 15,000.
Okay.
So I've seen some relief.
Yeah.
But again, having your stuff positioned so you can be able to be privy to that.
Yeah, like
And
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know a guy that got about $250,000 back, but you know, he had the right accountant
right.
that he was able
There
to
was
kind of,
money
you
out
know,
there. There was money out there for people who knew about it and knew how to access it.
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
but and, you know, there were people out there that just don't have their business straight. So you know,
yeah,
that's why I agree with you in taking time to reflect during
hmm
the shutdown.
yeah,
And look at Donnie. Donnie has a whole studio and he has a whole new platform. And
yeah,
it's amazing that, you know, he now controls his own destiny and not waiting for people who say they're going to come and do something, not do it or not be able to do it. And now he can do this from the comfort of his own, wherever he wants to do it from.
right, yeah,
And he can have some amazing guests on and have some great conversation and hopefully, you know, something that is thought provoking to the people that are listening. So, you know,
yeah.
Well, gentlemen, this has
thank
been
you.
a great 30-minute
I appreciate
hangout. We're about to get up out of here.
it. Mhm.
We'll be
Thank you,
back on
Donnie.
air tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. The Be More News morning show right here. What were you saying, Stephen?
No, I said thank you, Donnie. Thank you.
Yeah, I knew Frank would be probably glad to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see the big bro.
We spoke you up earlier.
Well, I want to say this before you guys go. Thank you to both of you guys have both had incredible impacts on my life. So thank you as we you know, reflect on life in 2020 with COVID. Thank you for you guys being major influences and big brothers to me over the past, for Frank, over 20 years, and Donnie, definitely over 10. Probably 15 years now, some time now. But thank you guys both for being a part of my life. I appreciate you both. Thank you.
We appreciate you too, Frank.
Hey, Stefan.
Yeah.
I miss you, my dude. That's all I'm gonna say.
Thank you,
I said, I
Frank.
miss
I'll
you, my
text
dude.
you.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Miss you too, Frank. I'll shoot same number, Frank.
I don't know, but Donnie has it.
Okay. Well, I'll DM you. I'll DM you.
I don't want to give it out live on here, but Donnie has it.
Okay. I'll DM you. I'll DM you.
Good deal.
But Donnie, thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate you. I can't wait to come back again. Let me know whatever kind of show it is, and we'll try to make it really amazing for people.
And we're on Clubhouse. Look for the Black Wall Street on Clubhouse. Thank you, Frank, for inviting me to Clubhouse.
Yeah, Stephen, get on Clubhouse is important.
I will. I'll do it tonight. Thanks, guys.
Hi, guys.
All right. Good night.
Good night.